The inspiring story of Christian Dior. Today, we are going to learn English through the inspiring story of Christian Dior, one of the greatest fashion designers in history. Long ago, in the beautiful seaside town of Grandville, France, a little boy named Christian Dior lived with his family. He was born in 1905 into a wealthy family. His father owned a successful fertilizer business, and his mother loved flowers and beautiful gardens. Christian was a quiet and gentle child. Unlike many boys his age, he was not interested in sports and outdoor adventures. Instead, he loved drawing, painting, and looking at the colorful flowers in his mother's garden. The roses, lilies, and jasmine filled the air with sweet smells, and their beautiful colors stayed in his memory forever. Even as a child, Christian noticed beauty in the smallest things. He believed that beauty could make people happy. When Christian became a young man, his parents wanted him to become a diplomat. They believed it was a respectable career with a secure future. Christian respected his parents, but deep inside, he dreamed of a different life. He loved art much more than politics. Instead of becoming a diplomat, Christian opened a small art gallery with the help of his father. The gallery displayed paintings by talented artists, and Christian enjoyed meeting creative people every day. For a while, life seemed wonderful, but life does not always go as we plan. The Great Depression arrived in the late 1920s. Businesses closed, money became scarce, and Christian's father lost much of his fortune. Soon after, Christian's beloved mother passed away. Around the same time, his brother became seriously ill. The happy life Christian once knew disappeared. His art gallery closed and he struggled to find work. There were days when he had very little money. Sometimes he sold his fashion sketches just to buy food. It was one of the hardest times in his life. Yet, Christian never gave up drawing. He believed that every difficult day would one day lead to a brighter future. One day, a famous designer noticed Christian's beautiful sketches. They were elegant, graceful, and full of imagination. Soon, Christian began designing dresses for fashion houses in Paris. His talent grew stronger every year. People admired the way he combined simple shapes with luxurious fabrics. His designs celebrated beauty, elegance, and femininity. Christian worked long hours, always trying to improve. He believed that success comes from patience, practice, and passion. Then came World War II. Life became difficult once again. France was occupied and many businesses struggled to survive. Fashion changed because materials were limited. Even during those dark years, Christian continued designing. He never stopped believing that beauty had an important place in the world. He once believed that beautiful clothes could give people hope, confidence, and happiness even during hard times. Finally, in 1946, Dior founded his own fashion house in Paris. He was already 41 years old. Many people think success only belongs to the young, but Christian proved that dreams can come true at any age. The following year, he introduced his very first fashion collection. No one expected what happened next. The audience watched in amazement. The dresses were unlike anything people had seen before. They had tiny waists, long flowing skirts, soft shoulders, and elegant lines. After the sadness and shortages of the war, these dresses felt joyful and full of life. An editor from a famous fashion magazine looked at the collection and said, "This is a completely new look." Those three words became famous around the world. People began calling Christian Dior's style the new look. Almost overnight, he became one of the most famous fashion designers in the world. Soon, women from many countries wanted to wear Dior's beautiful designs. Celebrities, queens, actresses, and important people admired his work. His fashion house expanded quickly. Christian also introduced perfumes. One of his first perfumes was called Miss Dior, named in honor of his beloved sister, Catherine. The perfume became almost as famous as his dresses. Christian believed that perfume was the finishing touch to every outfit. He once said that perfume tells people who you are before you even speak. Although Christian became rich and famous, he remained kind and humble. He was still the quiet boy who loved flowers. Many of his dresses were inspired by roses, lilies, tulips, and gardens. Nature remained his greatest teacher. He encouraged young designers to work hard and stay creative. Among the people who worked for him was a talented young designer, Saint Laurent, who would later become one of the world's greatest fashion designers. Christian believed that sharing knowledge helped everyone grow. Sadly, in 1957, while traveling in Italy, Christian Dior suddenly became ill and passed away. He was only 52 years old. The fashion world was shocked. Many wondered if the House of Dior could continue without its founder. But Christian had built something much bigger than a clothing company. He had created a dream. His designs continued to inspire future generations of designers. Today, the Dior name is known across the world for luxury, elegance, perfumes, handbags, makeup, and fashion. Millions of people recognize the famous Dior logo. Even after many decades, Christian's love for beauty continues to influence fashion. Christian Dior's life teaches us many valuable lessons. First, difficult times do not last forever. Christian lost money, faced personal struggle to find work, but he never stopped believing in his talent. Second, success often comes later than we expect. Christian became world famous only after opening his own fashion house at the age of 41. Third, beauty has the power to bring joy. Christian believed that beautiful things could make people smile even during difficult times. Finally, never stop following your passion. If Christian had listened only to others, the world might never have known one of its greatest designers. Thank you for learning English with us today. If you enjoyed this story, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Keep listening, keep practicing, and remember, every story helps you become a more confident English speaker.